I used to live in New York before I lived in LA, which was great because you could get drunk at 4 in the morning in New York, hop on a train, boom, you're home, no problem. So if I get too drunk in LA, I gotta sleep on people's couches. Here's the problem, guys. If you're anything like me, when I get drunk, I get real horny. Right? So cut to last week. I'm having a great gal day, right? Gal pal time. Get too drunk, gotta sleep on her couch. Ooh, okay. I woke up, I had the urge. I ended up masturbating on my friend's couch, okay? Look, I don't feel good about it. I feel very bad about it because now that couch will not stop texting me. What? Thought I was pregnant. Thank God it was a pullout. Hey! Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. It's dumb. Yeah. Thank you. Getting older, too, in LA is such a bummer. I'm 30 now. I just turned 30. So I got 2 years left till they put me in that iceberg. And it's different. Things are way different in your 30s, right? Like, I remember parties when I was younger, like 21, 22. Guy who brought the drugs, we all knew he was getting laid, right? Now I go to parties, guy who brings the cheese plate is gonna be knee-deep in puss the whole night, right? You're like, did this motherfucker bring Manchego? Pow, 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 right? Women start throwing their panties in the air. You wanna make a woman come in her 40s, give her a slice of 12-year-old aged Gouda, she'll figure it out. Drinking does make you dumb. Drinking is such a dumb thing. I love doing it. But, like, I was doing a show, and this very, very, very drunk girl came up to me after the show, and she was just like, oh my God, you're so funny, but it is so hard to be skinny. Yeah, I was like, okay, bitch, why? Why is it hard? And this was her reason. Because sometimes your boyfriend wants to have sex with your boobs and there is nothing there. That was it. That was her whole reason. And I was so pissed. I was like, screw that girl. She's never gone to a store and not been able to get anything she wants off the rack. And she's never been thought of as being stupid or lazy simply because of the way her body looks. But you know what, guys? The entire time, she was looking at me and going, oh my God. That girl is so lucky. She has a spare vagina on her chest. And you know what, guys? If having 2 pieces of flesh touch counts as a vagina, I've got a vagina here, I've got a vagina here, I've got a vagina below my vagina. You guys, I am covered in vaginas. So I am a single lady now. I was in a relationship for 3 years, broken up for 2 of those. And, right, there are some things I miss about, you know, having a boyfriend. There are other things I don't. Like, I don't miss this. You know that moment where, like, you're snuggling with your loved one and you're about to go to sleep, you're about to go off to dreamland, and then you feel it right in the middle of your back? You know what I'm talking about. I don't miss feeling like I'm being held at gunpoint before I go to bed. I don't miss that. I did recently get broken up with over text. Yeah, that's the worst way. That's not true. Murder. Murder is the worst way. They have a choice, guys. Just text her. Right? Such a terrible way to break up with someone. Next time I do it, I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Carrier pigeon. Right? It's gonna flutter into his room, land on his computer. He's have to read from a tiny little scroll. It's just gonna be like, Dear Thomas, we are over. I no longer hear the love in your voice. It's been but a fourth night since you sent me a picture of your wiener. Your fantasy football league is stupid and your Twitter's redundant. Good day! And then it's just gonna shit on his computer. That's how you break up with someone.